Hello, everybody. Could you please print plus if you can hear me? In chat, I suppose. I don't see pluses. Okay, yes, now I can see pluses. It's a bit lag. Okay, um, I'm happy to say that we start our Angular course. And today on intro webinar, I and my colleagues Rustam will tell you about Angular course. We will tell general information about this course. My name is Natalia. I'm a senior software engineer, and I have been working for EPAM for more than 7 years. And my main experience is based on Angular, and I hope that in this course I can help you to learn Angular. Um, I would like to start tell you about Angular course. Okay, let's start. Okay, Angular course will take from you 9 weeks to study, and each week we will conduct lecture, and each lecture will consist of 2 or 3 modules. It can be, for instance, model components, directive and pipes, and basic things about TypeScript or Angular CLI. There are main models which we will study in Angular course. There are Angular intro, where we will study basic things, and TypeScript, and model about components, directive pipes, model service, dependency injection, routing, RxJS, observables, HTTP, forms, Redux, and NGRX, and unit tests. Each model will consist of 3 parts. It will be self-study, coding task, and test. Self-study, in self-study part, you will need to learn theoretical materials from official documentation and some interesting articles from other source, which we found for you, which we decide can be useful for you to study. Also, on second part is coding task, where we will need to solve coding problem, which will be described in GitHub page. But in this task, you will need to you will need to complete task to meet all requirements which you receive, and you can mentor will review your task and will give you score, and also you can receive fines. Score will depend on how many requirements you implemented, and fines depends on what was wrong in your task. I mean, maybe some console errors, or maybe wrong component structure or something like that. Third part is tests. In each model, to complete each model, you need to pass test. Each test consists of 15 questions, and you will have 3 attempts for each test. And also, to pass tests, you will need to successfully answer on 70% of questions. What is really important that on this course you can receive support from mentors. Your task can be reviewed by mentors, and if you after some times you will receive somebody who will review you, I mean mentor. But if you didn't receive, you will not receive mentor, you can write in chat in Discord. This chat is called Students Looking for Mentor. But please wait, we will maybe today or tomorrow you will receive some mentor. But if you will not receive, please write in this chat. And if you feel that you need mentor, because some students maybe want to complete it without support. And about certificate. In the end of course, we expect that successful student who complete all tasks and will receive certificate. But decision will you receive certificate or not will depends on your result, how many score you receive, how many points you receive after making coding task and passing tests, and how many points you will need to receive depends on students, top 1 students who is the most successful. For instance, if the student receives 2,000 points, it means that to receive certificate, you will need to receive at least 1,400 points. Okay, let's move further. We have a rule when students can be excluded from course. There are a set of rules. If you will cheat, for instance, if you will write off from somebody task, you can be excluded from course. Also, if you will violate code of conduct, you also can be excluded from course. You can read code of conduct in this link. Also, if you publish materials where you show process how to solve task, you also can be excluded. If you try it and solve together individual task, you can be excluded. And if you repeat warning second times, and if you was inactive in the course, I mean if you didn't solve at least one single task during the month, you also will be excluded from course. Discord. Discord is the main source where you can read all updates. I mean, information about schedule. If some changes happen in schedule, you can read information in Discord. If you have some question related with course, and for instance, your mentor didn't answer you, you can also write in your question in Discord. But I would like to ask you, please, could you change Discord nickname, because it should consist of your real name and surname, and in brackets there should be your GitHub name, username. It can help to understand who asks question and who answer question. Also, what is important, we have different channel in Discord, such as live coding, live streaming, tests, and others. And please write your question, appropriate question in appropriate channel. If your question or if you want to discuss test, please write it in appropriate channel, not write in other, because otherwise it will be removed. And also, it's better to mention a person who you want to ask, from who you want to receive answer. REST activist. A REST activist, each of you can become a REST activist. Who is a REST activist? A REST activist, it is a student who help other student in learning. For instance, in learning, in helping in organization question if they have. But it doesn't mean that you need to help to solve task, to complete a coding task. It means that maybe you can help to provide useful theoretical materials which can help to solve tasks, or you can give some hints, provide some way, or you review solution which another student made, but they wrong, and the student doesn't understand what was wrong, but you can just give a direction or way how it can be solved. You can become a REST activist if you help others. Okay, let's continue. What's benefits of becoming a REST activist? If organizers will decide that you're active enough and you can become activist, you will have access to community of activists, and you can participate in meetings where you can influence on course, where you can offer some changes which can be applied to course. And what is important, you can contribute in changes. Maybe you see that something can be improved and you can offer it. Yep, and I suppose that's it from my side. I think that I told you what I wanted. And now I will pass my words to my colleague, Rustam.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Tom. I'm front-end developer, and I'm like Natalia, work for EPAM. And before I start, I want to say again, yes, all you can ask any question for us. For it, we have commentaries on the YouTube, and we have a chat on our Discord. And we try to answer it on the end of the webinar and try to help you. Okay, what I want to discuss with you today, it's about first week, what need to do, and give me a second, I will share my screen. Okay, do you see my screen or need some changes from Natalia? Oh, yeah, I see my screen. Super. Okay, first what need to see, it's our main README file for the course. Yeah, thank you. And the README about what topics we will learn, what every week we do, what modules need to learn on first week, for example, what test, what some coding tasks need to, for example, make review. It's for mentors also. Yeah. For example, on first week, we have free module for self-study. It's Angular intro with TypeScript. Angular intro, it's a little about Angular CLI. And little about TypeScript. I know most of you from stage 2 and you learned TypeScript, but on Angular, how you know, maybe TypeScript is by default and need to learn TypeScript again to it's help you for writing well application on Angular. Yeah. Also, we have components model and directive and pipe models. And on this week, on Thursday, we will have webinar with me about these models, and I tried to discuss with you about all these models on Thursday. Yeah. Some important part of this README is certificate. Need to understand for you. You need make task and get 70% of top 1 score like on stage 2 to get certificate. Yeah, and I can get this link for you. A second, please. Yeah. Also, we have some document for mentors because not all our mentors understand how correctly be mentor on our courses. Yeah. And it's important documentation for mentors, but you also, like a student, can read to understand what need to do for mentoring. Yeah, and don't forget, main of our part of RS, it's Teach It Forward, and I hope after graduating our course, you will come back to us like mentors, of course. Yeah. Let's look one of self-education model for understanding what we have. Yeah. On self-education models, we have some part of theory and practical assignments. This is links not required. It's like materials for you. Also, you can find another materials for self-study. It can be another form of materials, maybe books, maybe videos. What do you prefer? And will be well if you add some useful links to our Discord. We have some channel with interesting links where you can add some interesting links about Angular. Yeah. And now let's look coding task. This is our first coding task. Intro when where we try understand how work Angular CLI with some base command. We try to make some new application. It's in future will be YouTube client app, how you can see. This project structure it's following correct, but it's not required. If you have some another idea for structuring your application, it's well. And one of important part of this task is TypeScript because need make configuration for TypeScript. For example, TypeScript is configured not implementing any, and we want strict mode for it because using any in TypeScript in Angular it's not best practice, and we hope we will not to do it. Okay. Also, main tool for learning, of course, it's RS app. yeah, where you can see score after making your task and after tests. And one of main part is of course schedule, where you can see all task, all lecture, all some self-study models, uh, what need to do. But I want to remind you what important things is our Discord and announcement, where we always write um, correct information about our course, and if we will have some changes on our course, we will write about it on the channel. Uh, Natalia, before me said about erase activists, and I hoped you will help in our students. For example, how I can see uh, some people with Nick Cherry really active, and I think it's one person who can be erase activist. Please help to our students. Yeah. Also, if you during the learning, uh, if you during the learning have some questions. Oh, you didn't see me? Yes, second, please. I need to check. Second, please. Oh no, oh, it's work. How I see. Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Uh, About mentoring. So sorry, we haven't enough mentors for all students. Now, how I saw, we have more than 300 of students and just uh, 30 mentors. And yeah, we try to distribute mentors for students. And yes, how said Natalie before, please write to our channel, and we try to distribute our mentors. And firstly, it's of course for uh, active students. We will do it. Yeah. And now it's all from my side. What I want to say, and now we have some QA session. I try to read your question and try to answer for it. And now, firstly, I will learn questions from YouTube. Pum, pum, pum. First question: when is it start? If you about course start today. Yeah, with the video. Pum, pum. Next question. What kind revision requirements we need to understand the course? Interesting question. I think first it's of course TypeScript, and yeah, it's we hope of course you have some knowledge about Core.js, and yeah, what need is Core.js and TypeScript. I think it's main things what need to learn this course. Okay. Did I understand correctly if I don't get a mentor tomorrow, or then I need to start looking for him in the chat? Um, about mentoring, best way if you have some maybe friends or some people who you know, and who have some experience about Angular. Yeah, and if the people can be your mentor, it's best way for us because, how I said before, we haven't enough mentors. If you haven't any people who can be your mentor, write to chat, of course. From the chat, we try to distribute mentors for students. If some students uh, will not have a mentor and the students will learn um, and will make all tasks, will solve all tests. Yeah. Before final task, you can write to us. And for example, I try to help. I will try to help you. I can be not totally full mentor, but I can to see all your task in end of course. I don't know how much students and I will can help, but I try. And I will try to help for the student with checking all tasks from side the students and
Yep.
uh,
I wanted
some.
to add that we expect that maybe some student will be not active, or maybe will left our course when we will see that some student didn't solve first model, second model, but the student have mentor, we will exclude the student, and person who doesn't have mentor but may completed previous models will receive this mentor. This mentor will switch to this person. Yep.
Yeah, maybe not a full switch. Maybe it's hard for helping with some questions, but someone maybe can help with checking all task before, for example, final task. Uh, it's mentoring firstly needs for scoring. I understand score is matter for certificate, of course, but if you here just for knowledge and you didn't need certificate, you can learn without mentors. It's okay, just if it's okay for you. Yeah. Next question. I don't understand what I take a certificate from this course. Natalia, can you help
Okay,
me because
I
I
like
don't understand? Yeah.
I also don't understand fully this question, but I
Yeah.
understand that this question about certificate, and I can repeat it again. That in the
Mhm.
end of course, everybody, each of you, can receive certificate, but we will have some student who receive the most scores. It is a top one who receives the most scores, for instance, can be 2000, just for example. And as I said, if the best students received 2000 score, it means that to receive a certificate for you, you need to receive at least 1400. It's 70% from the best student. Yep. My answer is yes, you can receive certificate, but you have to receive enough score for that.
Thank you,
Let's
Natalia.
move to next question.
Yeah, next question. Can we get link to this shoes shell? I sent it. Next question. So the course main goal to achieve course complete certificate. About certificate, it's up to you. If you want to certificate, make a task. Uh, After mentor will review, you have some score, and by the score, you will get certificate. But I hope it's not main reason for you. I hope main reason for you it's some knowledge about Angular and maybe some practical experience. Yeah. There is no employment chance. Now we haven't some program about employment. Yeah. But again, from our side, it's firstly knowledge. And now, for example, in Discord, we have a channel where someone can offer some jobs, but it's not often, yeah. But from side, of course, we haven't some employment chance. Yeah.
But if you see opened open position,
Okay.
for instance, yep, and you see that there you need to know Angular, and you feel that you have enough knowledge, you can try, and you can mention that you studied Red School. If recruiter will ask where you get your experience, you can say that you have knowledge from this course. Yep. Thank you. Let's move to next question.
Next question, will there still be a requirement that for each task, including test, you must score at least 70% to receive a certificate? About percent, it's not about each task, it's about total score. If your total score more than 7% of top 1 students, yeah, you receive a certificate. Requirement about each task, will do each task. I think if you have score more than 70% of top 1, need to do all tasks. How you think of that?
Okay, I thought that it's 70% from whole task.
Yeah. I mean, for example, maybe if you make, for example, all coding task, and you will not to do some tests, but you have 70%, I think it's okay.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next question. There is no employment chance. The main goal is to obtain knowledge and practical skills. Yeah.
Yep, we discussed this question already.
Yeah,
we can move
totally right. Yeah. Thank you for people who try to answer for our students.
Yes. Yes, I see in our chat that there are already some people answer.
Yeah, thank you. How can we update tasks?
Maybe it's question about writing code task, maybe that you see the requirements and you will need to create your repository and update and implement this task and allow it to visible for mentor who can review it. I suppose the question is not about updating our course, it's about your personal task which you need to complete. Yep.
Interesting. Okay, I hope it's that. If you want to update some task, I mean some requirements and tasks, we open for all ideas. You can make some issue, for example, if we have some mistakes, maybe. Yeah, and we look for these mistakes because we open source community and all our materials is open source and all people can update it after some reviewing, of course. Yeah. I'm not asking for 70% of total score. I'm asking about 70% for each task. This requirement was in all previous stats of Angular course. Not. It's not requirement about 70% for each task. But for example, if in test we have 70% is like minimal for score, but for coding task, not. Yeah, just about And main requirements, it's yes, it's about total score. Well, next question, really interesting. Where I read best practice about Angular app architecture. Your recommendation. It is from my side. I think it's a little Bolivar question because how I think we have some best architecture. Yeah, we have some best practice, but if about architecture, we have some different architecture for Angular application, and it depends from what kind of application you want to do. And firstly, it depends from what do you want, or what do you want your team leader. Yeah, maybe from your side, Natalia, something about uh, app architecture.
I think that for people who just start to study Angular, I
Hmm.
think that they can follow a good example from official documentation. There are to do um, list of heroes. I think it's called so.
Mm-hmm.
And just because maybe when I think that people who start to who want to participate, it's not ready to discuss such question. To be honest, maybe just follow example and which we have on our course and which provided in official documentation. Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
let's move to next question.
Let's move to next question. Will there some remindful introduction intro required before start for stack for someone who will not remember it properly, or materials where we can remind it for ourselves, HTML, CSS, JS, and our. We just add some materials about TypeScript because for some people it's neat, but about HTML, CSS, and Core.js, we hope uh, you know it, and you have some materials or maybe from, for example, from stage 2, and you can update your knowledge on these materials, for example, from stage 2. From our side, we have some materials for remind HTML, CSS, and just so sorry. Yeah. From your side, Natalia, something maybe?
Um, okay, I can advise some interesting book,
Mm-hmm.
online book about JavaScript,
Mm-hmm.
but I expect that people who come in this course should know it. But if you want, I can post it. Okay. Um, because sometimes when I conduct interview for people who want to join the PAM, I provide them some useful materials which they need to study. Okay, let's continue.
Okay, next question. So what we need to do, so sorry. Could you remind please to send graduation to this helping, if haven't said yet. Again, I say thank you for all who help, for all mentors, for all students who help for our students. And during our course, we try to make students who are most activity like activists and maybe try to buy into the course, make maybe some presents, but uh, I hope we will can to do. Okay, next question. So what we need to do firstly? Firstly, I think open our social and try to learn self-study education part. Uh, how I to show, I mean, first models of this week. It's Angular intro with Angular CLI and TypeScript, Angular components, directive, and pipe. After it, you can to do tests, to do coding part. It's for first week. Yep.
Yes, and in the, I suppose in the 19th of October, we will have lecture from Rustam about
Yeah.
first remote. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope to be so. Okay, next question. Will there be a job offer from EPAM for best performance students? Uh, it's not from our side, if be clear, it's from side EPAM. Uh, if EPAM has well situation and hire and we will hire a junior, of course, we look to firstly look to our course, but it's not 100%. We don't know how what will be on our market and uh, how it can to be in future.
Yeah, but RS school is independent school. It's not a PAM school. It's independent school. We what receive support from a PAM. Yep. Let's
Hello, in
continue.
which GitHub? Yeah, thank you. Next question. Hello, in which GitHub directory should we do our task? Are school, open private, open public? Okay. I hope all students have now a school repository. I mean, private school repository. And yes, I need to use this repository because we want what your repository will be private for yeah for all people, and just your mentor can see your what we want. Yeah, prefer a RESTful repository. Next question. Will this certificate will be useful in EPAM? I think yes. Not only for EPAM, for all company. This certificate can be useful, I think. But I want to remind you, main, it's your knowledge. If you will go to any technical interview, all company will check your knowledge first. Yeah, firstly, we will see your certificate, but after it, we will check your knowledge. Okay, next question. Will everyone have their own final task, or will it be a team effort? And if teamwork, how will team be formed? About final task, we didn't finish make it. This final task, we totally don't know what will be in final task now. But after time, we will say about it. And yeah, of course, we say if it will be teamwork. But now we don't know. Will be it teamwork or not? Maybe from your side, something, Natalia,
No,
about.
no,
Okay.
I don't have nothing to add.
Mhm.
Okay, let's move next question. Will there be weekly workshop on this course? As I understand, no. We have lectures, and you will receive comments from your mentor, and you can ask question in channel in Discord if you have. Okay, let's move next question. It is necessary for participating this course pass previous stages. Rustam, could you help?
before it's was necessary, but if you will learn on this course, we okay with it. But we have some situation. For example, we try to distribute mentors for students, and sometimes we will look to scoring of previous courses, for example, for scoring stage 2, to understand and firstly distribute mentors for top score students. Yeah, because we think it's important. And if you haven't experienced with stage 2, you have some maybe problem, but you can learn, because how I said before, what we want uh, to help for you, it's learning. If you already learned, we will help. Yeah, the main part is knowledge.
Okay, next question we already answered that about employment in EPAM. And next question, will we have a stream on session where we discuss the first coding task, so we could ask some question about it?
Yeah, a little bit. We can discuss about it on Thursday on this week. Of course, main part of this webinar will be about some theory, a little bit about TypeScript, a little bit Angular CLI, but we can a little discuss about first coding task. Yeah, and if you have some question, I will open for it on Thursday.
Okay, next question. If I miss a lecture, should I tell someone, or where can I see a missed lecture? I think that first of all lecture will be recorded, and if you can visit in time which where this lecture will be conducted, it's not totally problem, because all lecture will be recorded and you can watch it when you have time, and you don't need to tell about if you can visit, because it's firstly for you. This lecture for you. Yep.
Yeah, totally agree with Natalia. One reason to come to online lecture, it's you can make questions for some lecture. Yeah, if you have some deal, it's not problem. You can we'll look it after something. It's not required. Yeah, thank you, Natalia.
Okay, next question. I suppose somebody answer. Nina Abrashvili, all streams will be recorded if possible. Yep, it's answered previous question.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
All the lectures are gonna be recorded. It's also answered.
Yeah, thank you too. Yeah, we will post links to lectures. Yeah, after some time or before starting. Yeah. And for recording, we 2 hour errors up at links with lectures. How many mentors at the moment? Oh, hard questions. Can you see, Natalia?
I knew answer, but I forget. I know that that they much less than mentees.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, we have on previous week we had 215 students and 76 places. It means that each mentors can assistance some count of students, and we just count this how much students in general can be assisted by mentors. And in the end of previous week it was 76. Okay, let's move further.
About next question. No, it's course not only for EPAM. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for answering in chat. And I mean it's about your community. But main registration for this course it's in RSAP, and EPAM mail it's not required.
You should be able to register without email from EPAM email.
Okay, next question's really hard. If I start learning JS maybe like 7 days ago, and I know HTML, CSS, it's okay. You can try, but I think it will be hard for you. I don't want to make scary you, but you can try. Why not? But I think from my side, yeah, how I think for learning some frameworks, not only Angular, for example, React 2, need some knowledge about JS, and its knowledge maybe like intermediate will be well. But if you want, let's learn. Okay.
Mhm.
And again, thank you for answering in chat.
No, EPAM recruiters don't receive list of graduate students. I say no.
What question do you read,
Their
Natalia? So
question:
sorry.
do EPAM recruiters receive a list of graduated students? And my answer is no.
Yeah, no. Sometimes it's happened, but not all time.
Not now. For
Not
instance,
now. Yeah,
yes.
yeah, but maybe it can will be, but we don't know it. I see a question. Will information about mentors be published in a special channel on Discord? Yeah. Also in Telegram, we have some channel with mentors, for RS. And if you want, if you mentor, you can write to us. We will write to us, and we add to this channel. Yeah. Mhm. And yeah, thank you. So sorry. I didn't understand correctly your question. Will information about mentors be published in a special channel on Discord? Any channel, any chats, what you and your mentors prefer. Uh, or how answered for you. Yes, enable notification in the RSAP. Yeah. Next question. Will there be interviews during the course, and if yes, how many? No, we haven't any interviews during the course. Yep. Next question. How I can get a private school repository if I'm from my homework? Mm-hmm. This private repository should be visible in your RS app when you register. When you register on RS app in your profile in the course should be a link for your private repository. Yeah. If I attend course not in your school and I don't have a REST repository, what to do? Again, when you will register in RS app in the course, will make some private repository with your name and with name of Angular course. I see only create repository in the dashboard PF RSAP. Yes, press to this link or button and create repository. Yeah, thank you for answering again. This is cool.
There are specific hours in the table for specific tasks. Can we try them when we have time? Yep, you can complete them when you have time, but this time which we wrote, it's how better to say, advisable time, recommended time,
yeah.
And also mentor will review, will expect that you finish your task in time which we wrote. And yeah, but it's not only for you, it's also for mentor who will expect that you complete in time which we wrote. But also,
yeah,
continue.
we have a good answer on chat. Yes, you should submit task before the deadline. Yeah, because it's I think yeah, nothing from my side I can add for this answer. Spell answer. About RES app dashboard, I had an RES upskill course, but I don't see any repository in the RES app dashboard. You must have RES Angular 2023 Q4 course. In the course on dashboard, you can make your private repository for the course. Yeah. And again, good answer in chat. Next question. Is the mentor's note reflected on score or only the note after cross-check? Now, before we don't understand what will be on our final task, we haven't any cross-check. Yeah, and most of part your scoring is score from your mentor. And yeah, we have some requirements for task, and from this use this requirement, mentor will make your score. Next question. Yeah, if I want to have mentor, then who will check my task and how will I get score for them? I can help you before final task. I can look your task, for example, and make score. But so sorry, I haven't maybe time for some explanation, something like a mentor. But I can try to help you and check all your tasks before final task. And next question. I think a good practice would be self-testing between students. What do you think about that? We think about it and cross-check it. For example, cross-check it's yeah, well practice. Self-testing between students. If you know some student who can help with it for you, it's okay. But during the course, we haven't in our shell some practice, some time for self-testing. Yeah, maybe in next courses we will add it, but who knows? But maybe yes, maybe it's a good idea, but we can to do from course site now. Yep.
Mhm. Yep, I want to also say that time is up. Maybe we can answer a bit more question, and we have to finish.
Oh.
Yep, let's maybe answer some additional question, and we will need to finish.
Where does yeah, I see one question about solving test. Yes, it's auto testing in dress up. When mm, yeah, thank you for answering again. This is cool. Mm, yeah, now we haven't some cross check in our course. Yeah, and yes, test will be available after test. Thank you for answering. And let's look just for answer on Discord because some people write answers. And again, thank you for Cherry for answering. Right, I tried to find some questions what haven't some answers. Yeah, yes, of course. Join YouTube, yes. Yeah, is there anyone who does not speak Russian? Yeah, I understand your pain about it, but now we try to do all courses on English because one of requirements from all company it's understand and know English not only for reading documentation, also for can discuss with our people. Yeah. For me, yes, Russian more comfortable, but I know some people, for example, from my location, I'm from Uzbekistan, for whom native languages is Uzbekish, but second, like foreign languages, just English. And yeah, it's some new generation on our location. Okay, and how it's recording. Our videos are recorded and published in English YouTube channel. Yes. Okay, I think we finished with questions. Yeah, how do you think, Natalia?
Yes, I think yes, we covered all questions. And if you forget to ask something, or we maybe skipped your question unexpectedly, you can ask in Discord. Please just ask in Discord, and somebody will answer you. Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep. Thank you, Rustam, that
thank
you
you,
helped
Natalia.
me. Yep. Okay. And I can say let's start our Angular course. Have a good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
Good evening. Bye, everybody.
Bye
We will
bye.
stop.
Thank you all. Bye bye.